Hello, welcome to the show. I'm floating on here on the internet and I come across this article. It's from 2023, so this has been ongoing. Haven't seen any updates, but pro wrestling is pro wrestling, right? Ted DiBiase Jr. out here telling people God bless you and Jesus loves you while robbing the poorest people in Mississippi blind, using welfare funds for his own gain, according to an indictment by the United States Justice Department. It's actually a bigger situation that also involves Brett Favre. Okay, Mississippi corruption cases happened between 2016 and 2019. Ted DiBiase Jr. wrestled from the 2000s to the 2010s. He is the $1 Million Man. Ain't that his name? Ted DiBiase Sr.'s son. And he out here cutting up like that. Getting the food stamps. Using the food stamp. The funds allocated for the food stamps for the poorest Mississippians. Well, DiBiase is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and to commit theft concerning programs receiving federal funds. 6 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds, and 4 counts of money laundering. If convicted, he could face up to 5 years in prison for the conspiracy count and 20 years for each wire fraud count and up to 10 years for each count of theft concerning programs receiving federal funds and for each count of money laundering, the Justice Department has said. Now, Davis pled guilty last year to charges tied to welfare misspending in the state's largest public corruption case, including $160,000 spent on drug rehabilitation in Malibu, California, for former pro wrestler Brett DiBiase, the brother of Ted DiBiase. So let me find out. The DiBiases is down there using the Mississippi Poor Fund for their own personal use. Oh, isn't that something? Brett, the brother of Ted and the son of Ted Sr., has pled guilty to state and federal charges tied to the case. The welfare misspending scandal has ensnared high-profile figures, including, like I said, Brett Favre, who's not facing criminal charges, but is among more than 3 dozen defendants in a civil lawsuit that the current Human Services Director filed to try to recover some of the welfare money wasted while Davis was in charge. The fun fact about the MISSI it is ranked among the poorest states in the United States for decades, but only a fraction of its federal welfare money has been going toward direct aid to families. Instead, the Mississippi Department of Human Services allowed well-connected people to fritter away tens of millions of welfare dollars from 2016 to 2019, according to the state auditor and the state and federal prosecutor. TANF help pay for pet projects. They used it to pay for pet projects for the wealthy, including $5 million for a volleyball arena that Favre supported at his alma mater, the University of Southern Mississippi. Mississippi Auditor Shad White said Favre's daughter played volleyball at the school starting in 2017. Let's see what the senior DiBiase, the $1 Million Man of WWE wrestling fame, has to say about his sons pilfering the state of Mississippi.
Covered it on the news. Just want to know, how are you guys doing? It's been a hard season.
Yeah, we're doing good, and all of that is it is a bunch of garbage. I'm not at liberty to talk about it, but it's kind of like they're looking for a scapegoat.
Yeah. And you're caught in the middle of it.
And we're caught in the middle of it. If I didn't have a celebrity name, they wouldn't even be looking at me.
Are the old heads like confused or something? Because although Ted DiBiase is a celebrity within the pro wrestling world, don't nobody know who the fuck these people are. They're looking at you because your son is a fucking thief and is unremorseful for the things that he has done. I think it's terrible because a lot of these wrestlers are ultra conservative, and a lot of people, when they see somebody pulling out a food stamp card or talking about they need some food stamps, they always telling people, "Oh, well, you poor and you need to do better, and you spending my money and this, that, and the third." Meanwhile, these people are rich. These people are already rich, and they're taking funds allotted for poor people. The standard distribution for welfare, if you need it, is $200 for a single person. Depending on the size of your family, I've seen families of 5 get $1,600 in food stamps a month. A month. Now, before you say, that's good, a family of 5, if you break it down per dish, like the Department of Agriculture, it's literally like $4 a plate. And if you spend that money, the moment you get it between the 1st and the 15th, you will literally not have food until the re-up. People don't know how this stuff works, and to see stuff like that by these rich motherfuckers doing the biggest welfare frauders in the United States, but no one focuses on them. I wouldn't be shocked if half of y'all didn't even know this shit was happening. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Hopefully he goes to jail, or at least give the goddamn money back. Damn. Tell me what you think if you made it this far.